So I'm here with Lou Gustafson, and he's with Realtor's Choice Property Inspections. And I've been working with Lou for many years now, and he covers property inspections pretty much all the way around the Bay Area and beyond. Lou, can you tell us a little bit about what's involved in a property inspection?
Well, a property inspection is a good look at the property. It's the California Real Estate Inspection Association standards, and what I do is I take a look at everything that I can actually see or get into, safely turn on or operate, from roof, foundation, heating, plumbing, air, electrical, waste lines, supply lines. If there's a crawl space, a raised foundation, you want to make sure that you're crawling that foundation. And as long as it's safe to get into and there's adequate space, that you want to make sure that the client gets a real good feel, whether they're a seller, they're getting their property ready for sale, or if they're a buyer and they need to find out exactly what those conditions are today. It's good to give them all of the data, all of the information, so that they can make the best decision possible for them. So they can discuss with their agent, well, what's acceptable to them and what's not acceptable.
So when you're doing a property inspection, what are some of the common items that you come across that are many times caused just from deferred maintenance, people not taking care of their home?
Well, some of the most common things from the exterior, because weathering causes damage to paint, to exterior, whether it's stucco, whether it's wood siding, whether it's foliage that's up against a house and people have just left it there, or trees that are next to a property where it affects possibly roots going underneath the foundation. But it's some of those exterior issues where folks just sometimes it causes damage to the exterior. Wood rot, gutters get filled with debris, and it doesn't necessarily have to be, mature trees dumping leaves into a gutter, but it could be basic just sediment that washes off a roof seasonally, gets into the gutter, fills it up so you've got nothing but sediment in there that's causing those downspouts to clog, and you've got not only just water wicking weeping to the outside, but then you got water wicking to the inside, that sheeting, that eaves underneath, which causes a lot of damage. So those are common things. A little bit of maintenance goes a long ways, and so I recommend that folks do those little things that will save them dollars in the long run. Whether it's paint and stucco around windows in the exterior, some of them put in brand new windows, vinyl replacements, but then forget something simple like putting caulking on a regular basis around those windows to seal them up so they're energy efficient for them. Those are the simple things. Trimming back bushes and trees, making sure that they're having the vents on top of the roof, the seals that break down over time. The UV rays break down the seal, the flashing on those plumbing vents, and then causes some leakage along the pipes into the attic space. So those are simple things that can be done over time.
So if people have questions about a property inspection or want to get a hold of you to do a property inspection, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, it's simple. I have a website. It's realtorschoiceinspections.com. They can go to the website, or they can simply give me a call. It's 888-613-4808. And they can always call and ask. And usually if I'm not in a crawl space, as is some of the times, then I'll go ahead and answer the phone and make sure that I can help them right away. I think most of the time it's making sure that I think the most valuable thing that I might be able to contribute for them is making sure that they understand that at the end of the inspection, or even during the inspection, I can walk them through the property, that help them understand what I'm looking at, and they're looking at it at the same time, so that then after I leave, and they get the report the same night, and they read through it, they're saying to themselves, yes, I remember Lou talking about that chimney, yes, I remember him talking about whatever else it might be, but it's valuable for them to hear it directly from me. I try to help them through that. Maybe if they have skill sets to do some of those things on their own, well, maybe appropriate for them to do it. And if they have the skill sets to do it safely, they can certainly do it safely. So if they do need inspections and they want to have it done in a timely fashion, 888-613-4808. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Lou.
You're welcome.